Okay, for the unwashed, I want to point out that this is a very classy video because, look at that. The reason for that is that spring comes early here. All right, let's see if I can get through this. All right, so there we go. Let's talk about the intro. The verse is really pretty much generic finger picking. In fact, it's kind of hard to hear exactly what he's playing because the voice sort of drowns it out. But so let's just get into it. I got a tab here that I've jotted down my notes that I will embed in the video. So you start with just a G. Just play one finger G here if you want to. Just alternate the bass, 6th and 4th string. And then when you do the hammer on, you just pick the 2nd string and you hammer on at the 1st fret there. But at the same time, even though you're not picking it, hammer both of these on, so you're also hammering your middle finger on at the 4th string 2nd fret. Okay, you can hear that. And you just go back into that bass, but now that you've got your middle finger there, the bass is the 2nd bass note changes, right? So. And when you do this, before you do a pull off, you're going to do a pull off. And when you pull off, lift both fingers. Be sure you hit that 2nd bass note there, or the 4th bass note, because it's right before the chord change. The reason I point that out is because the timing was always off for me, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I'd noticed that I was skipping that note. I don't know why, but. At any rate. Okay, when we get to D, he's just hitting the D note. He's just staying on the 4th string. All right? It's pretty straightforward. You can see from the tab it goes like. You lift your hand up. Now when you go to this G, it's very convenient to fret the G with those 2 fingers down like that. You know that shape? You know you can make G in several different ways, right? So, but anyway, this is one of them with the 2 here. The reason that's handy, because you're going to hammer on here and then immediately pick that 2nd string, and you want to have it fretted here at the third fret of the 2nd string. So you go. Okay. Shall we go through that? Let's do it again. One thing I noticed just playing then is there's a point there where you kind of have to make it pretty quick. When you transition to the D, it's kind of a quick transition and you're moving your hand quite a bit. So just if when you're playing this, if you kind of stumble there, don't be surprised. But you'll get it. Okay. Then we transition to the A minor chord. And so it kind of is a break from what everything's pretty much out of this G position, right? So then we just totally change. And you come here, we're going to hammer on the full A minor chord. Pinch these 2, the 5th and 4th, and hammer on. So one of them's open, The other one you are actually hammering on. All right, so we got. I'm gonna mess this up. Got that. By the way, I have a capo here, but that's standard tuning because I usually keep it tuned down a full step and do that for reasons I don't need to go into now. And again, when you transition to that D, it's a little bit of a change. I mean, there's physical movement involved. And again, you stay just on the open D there, 4th string. I noticed, okay, so you go, okay, you make this, just make a D shape. Just hit the high E string there at the 2nd fret. So you go, you can look at the tab and get this. Bass, bass, that high note. Then back to doing bass, bass again. Let's see, is there any little syncopation there? Yeah, so. It goes open as you're hitting the bass note. That's a syncopation. I'm going to do a quick little video on that one of these days. I never really knew what that was. I didn't really know. And if you read a definition of it, it's kind of confusing. But it's really useful. And it'll keep you from getting confused by a lot of finger picking tab. Any rate, all right. So where are we? Oh, I was going to point out that he kind of hits gives that a pretty good little pop when he on the album. And then, oh yeah, you go, you hit that note again, and then, but it's like the first note of a little bass run. That happens several times in the song. It'll start with this D. Lost when you left this world. See what you lost when you left this world. I didn't point out that this is actually a Lucinda Williams song. The whole album, I guess, is Lucinda Williams songs, and he's covering them. But I wanted to point out that there's a rumor that Tad Ben Dawson did, in fact, live in Lake Charles, Louisiana, which is where she's from. 6 months of his first year of life. But I cannot verify that. I cannot confirm that. But it is a rumor. Okay, so we get to the verse, and like I said earlier, we're just, it's really generic finger picking. So I did put some patterns down, but feel free to alter these. I don't even know if I play them like that. I think that's what the pattern I came up with. When I got to D, I did it a few ways. If you want to do it on 4 strings, and then or 5 strings. I'm gonna make a video about D, the chord D and finger picking, because the others are pretty straightforward, but D is kind of interesting. I think of this one as the Mississippi John Hurt. Five 4 is what I'm getting at there, with the A in the bass. A, D, A, D. All right. I don't know, bridge, or I guess it's a bridge. Maybe it's a chorus, whatever, is pretty straightforward. It just goes, see what you lost when you left this world. Oh no, it dawns on me that he plays this in a different key. Am I going to have to do this whole thing over? I hope I don't, but I may. Okay, I just realized that he capos it up one fret. So if you want to match the recording that he made on the album, you'll want to capo up at the first fret. Let's see. Oh, okay. So on the one thing I want to add on the generic D, I kind of forgot that earlier, was I gave a couple of patterns, but the other one, which is probably what he's using, I assume, is just to stay on the D like he does everywhere else and just play something like that. But again, feel free to do whatever's comfortable for you. When you're behind the vocals like that, you just want to keep the notes flowing, and should be fine whatever you choose. If you want to, you could listen to it very, very closely and replay it. Maybe get exactly what he's doing, but I don't think that's really necessary. All right, so let's look at the what we'll call the bridge. So it's like, see what you lost when you left this world. See what you lost, it's when you left this world. Sweet old world. See what you lost when you left this world. This sweet old world. And then it goes, somebody so warm in your arms. Didn't you think you were worth anything? So it's just C, B minor, back to C, and then to D. And one thing I'll point out about the Ds, you may hear, I don't know if he does that, but this is like D, you hear this a lot. You lift that finger and that's D sus 2. Put it down, it's D. Put that one down, it's D sus 4, so you hear that a lot. You know, hey, you got to hide your love. Oh. Hey, you've got to hide your wait. Anyway, he does that a bit in the song, so if you hear some parts where it's going like, just listen for that and you'll hear it, and you can work that into your own version. Okay, so again, I just use standard finger pick. I do whatever just feels comfortable to me, but you'll want some kind of a pattern maybe to start with if you're kind of new to this. So I just did the same pattern here with these two. You can see I had a, what do you call that, break in continuity there. All right. I was taken aback when I remembered that he used the capo. So, all right. So, the B minor is just the same. I guess I was doing this. That's what I've got tabbed. I should point out that you don't have to even finger pick the verse if you don't want to. I mean, to me it sounds equally good to just hit the bass note and then strum it. See what you lost when you left this world. Sweet old world. See what you lost when you left this world. This sweet old world. Da, 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 da. So feel free to, be loose in how you play it. I hope you find this helpful. Like I said, I used to do quite a few of these. I did, I don't know, 3 or 4 of these Amos Lee, but it's been many, many, many years. And at any rate, but this was a nice one to play, I thought.